How do I figure out my life purpose? Is that a question you've been asking yourself? These days, I hear so many people wondering about that. If this is the case, in this video, I'm going to share 2 simple questions to ask yourself to help you start discovering or exploring what your life purpose may be. I'm Isabelle Perichou. I'm a career reinvention coach at Brilliant Seeds, and I help leaders and professionals find meaningful work that reignite their passions and make a difference in the world. First of all, let me share with you a bit what I mean by life purpose, because there are so many ways, so many definitions out there, so many ways to define it depending on what you read and what you see. So let me first give you how I see it. So the way I approach it is, first of all, your purpose in life, or your life purpose, and you may have several of them. It's not something to find outside of yourself. Like many people say, oh, what is the impact I need to make out there? And they are trying, what would be a good purpose? Should I save the planet? Should I save the environment? Should I help, people in difficulties? And all trying to find answers outside of themselves, and they get lost. So this is not the way to go. Your life purpose is already inside of you. And in particular, it's already the way you are showing up in the world. So you are already in your purpose, the way you show up in the world, with the people in your life, the people you care about, the people at work, the people in your different activities, or maybe with the planet or with the animals, because your life purpose can be all kind of different things, not just people. It can be about animals or about the planet or nature. And it's already the way you are being, without even realizing you are being with this way. It's the way your attention is naturally going, and sometimes unconsciously, and the way you act in a way that is meaningful to you without even realizing it is. So first of all, before I go into the 2 questions, I want you to just relax in that, knowing that there is nothing you need to discover outside of yourself. You don't have to reach for this kind of thing, work so hard to find it, like I see so many people doing. So you can just relax, know that you don't have to change yourself. Everybody, by the way, everybody has something in them, a purpose, a life purpose, beyond, the bigger reason about, yes, we are here to love, we are here to show up authentically, to be free. But beyond that, we all have something, a specific gift we are here to give to the world, in big or small ways. We all have one. I can tell you, after working for 10 years with hundreds of people in my practice, helping them clarify their life purpose, I can tell you every single of my clients has one. Even the people who told me, I'm not sure I have one. So you have one. So first of all, I want you to know that you have some specific unique gift to give to the world. And the challenge is to find, it's already inside of you, to find what is that gift inside of you. So it's why I'm offering today 2 simple questions that I actually just used in my client session today. So it's really fresh, that can help you start on the path of clarifying more what it may be. Knowing that it's a longer process is why I work with my clients in program for several months. It's not 2 questions that's going to help you clarify all of it. However, it's going to really help you start having some insights. So the first question is about thank you and appreciation. So imagine, at the end of your life, for example, people, either people close to you, or people further away from you, or past co-workers, or people you impacted in some ways, coming to you to thank you for what you have done for them. What you have done for them, or it can be for, the planet or animals, because some people are more about that. But imagine people, and people who are either dead or alive would come. I know it's going to be weird if they are dead, but still, imagine they would really tell you, not for you to be like, oh, I'm the best in the world. Not in that sense. They will just give you a simple appreciation for the way you've impacted them, or the way you've impacted something in their life, or the planet, or animals, whatever it might be. And I want you to think about, what are the type of thank you that would mean the most to you? And again, simple appreciation. It's not about, having your ego and something like that. It's just simple thank you. They can be in private. They don't have to be public, and just heartfelt, really genuine thanks. So I want you to think about that for a minute, and I encourage you to write it down, because it may not come to you right away. You may need to journal a little bit about that. But think about, what are the type of appreciation that would mean the most to you? And they don't have to be grandiose. They can be very simple as people, or your kids, or people you worked for, or your employees coming to tell you, thank you for the way you have helped me grow past my limitations. Thank you for the way you have always encouraged me to be the best I can be. Whatever that is, just notice, what are the type of thank you that would mean the most to you. And if it's a bit harder for you to think in the future like that, you can also, but I really encourage you to do that, it can be quite helpful. You can also think about, in the past up to now, what are the type of thank you that have touched you the most? That people thank you in person, in writing, in different contexts, either at work or in your life. By the way, I don't want you to limit it to work. Just think about your whole life. Remember a thank you that someone has gave you, and the thank you just got right in your heart. For some reason, you don't know why, but this thank you just meant so much to you. So I want you to think about that, about this thank you, or this thank you that you've received that have meant so much to you, and why they meant so much to you in particular. Just inquire about that. Why in particular? What was the thank you was about? Who gave it to you? Who gave it to you? And what was the thank you about? And why did this thank you mean so much to you? So this is pointing in the direction of the type of impact you will care about. It's one of the most powerful ways to start clarifying that. And to give you an example, concrete example for my client this morning, who was kind of a bit stuck in terms of clarifying his kind of life purpose. So I just ask him questions, which is one of the things I love doing, like to help kind of narrow down this. And I ask, a similar question I just asking you right now. And what you realize is that you remember, so he is he's a boss. He has a business. I don't want to be too specific. I want to keep the confidentiality, but he has a business and employees, and he's had that in the past too. And you remember once he was visiting the family of one of his employees, and this person, when introduced him in front of the family, oh, this was my best boss. This is the best boss I've ever had. That was my best mentor. This thank you stayed with him because it touched something in him that is very meaningful, is to be a mentor. And when I say a mentor, I don't mean specifically to have the role, the official title, I am a mentor. No, to have to play the role of a mentor, whether independently of what your official title is. And by the way, this can show up in your personal life as well. You can be a mentor for your kids. You can be a mentor for your neighbors, for your friends. So whatever it is, but him, and we clarify, I was asking him being a mentor. And in particular, it's thought about for him, like helping, providing insight for people to improve their lives. And there is more, thing that we talked about, but I don't want to go into too much details to keep the confidentiality there. But this is, and this is around his life purpose, being that kind of guide or mentor to provide insight or knowledge for people to improve their lives. And it's on purpose, kind of general, because your life purpose is bigger than work. Your life purpose is the way you cannot help showing up in your life, in your work, with your friends. And then after that, there can be all kind of expression. And you can show up in all kind of expression and work. And this is what we are clarifying with him. So this is the first question. What are the type of thank you that means the most to you? So the first question. Okay, good job so far. Write that down. So the second one is, and we talked about that with my client this morning, is about, so he was telling me how, okay, but this life purpose is aspirational. He was feeling a bit like an imposter. I don't know how much I'm living up to it. But this is the point. Your life purpose is already in you. So you cannot help, first of all, you cannot help doing it. And you have already, you are already living it. You have already lived it by being you in this planet, Earth. So also to give yourself a break by being you and being in your life, you are already living your life purpose. What I mean by that, in this case, he cannot help being a mentor or a guide to help people, the way he interacts with people, with his friend, with his son, the way he's with his son and all, it's already showing up, even if he didn't realize it until now. So this is the beauty of it. You are already living your life purpose. And the goal is, how can I express it more? How can I step more into it in my work and also in my life? So of course, your life purpose is aspirational by nature. But then come the second questions, is what is the thing you aspire to show up the most in your life? Because it's something aspirational. In your life, you can put your attention in many ways. You can aspire to be different people, to show up in different ways. But what are the ways you aspire to be and show up in your life and in your work that are the most meaningful to you? Where you are saying, you are willing to say, yes, this is the way I'm willing to spend attention and energy there, because this is the most meaningful to me. Or this is some of the most, it doesn't have to be the most meaningful, but it's really meaningful to me, okay? Because we are so, attention is called in so many ways. We can be all kind of ways, but what are the things and the way you show up in the world that are the most meaningful? So this is the question to ask yourself. So in this case, when I ask him this question, he said, is that what we kind of discovered today about being this kind of mentor and guide to provide insight for people to improve their life? Is that worth it, your time and energy, to put energy and attention to aspire to be more of that in your life? Is that meaningful? And he said, yes. So when it's part of your life purpose, you aspire to be more of it. It's aspirational, but you want to be more of it because it's meaningful for you, it's satisfying. You are feeling well used. When he receives his thank you, when he's doing that for people, he feels good about himself. So it's another question to ask yourself that. So as a recap, the two questions to ask yourself, simple question. The first one is, what type of thank you receive that are the most meaningful to you, that mean the most to you? And then the second one is, what who do you aspire to be the most, that is the most meaningful to you in the way that you show up in the world? So I know the second one is a little bit more complex, but think about that. And if you have questions, let me know. Share comments and send me an email and everything. I'm happy to clarify that for you. And remember, you have that in you. You have a gift. You have a unique gift to offer the world, people in your life. And by the way, life purpose doesn't have to be something grandiose. It's whatever it looks like for you, but you have something already in you that you're already acting on, but you are not seeing it. So I want you to see it so that you can find satisfaction, and you can also use that as a compass in your life and in your work to know where to put your attention and where to not put it, because the other thing is, waste of your time, because it's not what you are here to do in the world. And trying to do everything at once, helping the planet, helping the environment, helping politics. I see so many people so lost. Oh my God, the world, we need to do so many things. The world needs my help. No, but where is the best use of your time? Because this is a gift you have to offer. And you feel the best when you do it. And you have the biggest impact because it's part of you. So this is why it's so important to find it, because you're going to be more focused and you're going to not spend all time wasting your time and your energy helping so many things that you cannot help. By the way, when I say that, I don't mean, if your purpose is not around the environment per se, I'm not saying taking action to help on that regard. Yes, keep taking action to be a good, conscious citizen, to protect democracy, to the environment, all the things we need, and social justice. But knowing that this is not where your main attention in your work, in your life is supposed to be going. It's not where your core life purpose is about, so that you don't waste energy and you feel better about yourself. And then you can ultimately align more your life and your work to this, because this is what I do. I help people really align their career to as most as possible to their life purpose. So if you're interested and if you're like, oh my God, I want more insight about that, it sounds great. So I invite you to go to my website, brilliantseeds.com. So brilliantseeds.com, because all the brilliant seeds you already have inside of you, this is what it is about. This is what is named, my business is named this way. And then there you can do a few things. You can, there is a free report that I have, a free report that you can have, and there is even more insights about how to clarify your life purpose or your meaningful career. So I invite you to sign up for that. And if you are ready and you're like, I want to talk to you, I want to explore more how you could support me in terms of clarifying work that would be really aligned with your life, my life purpose, or clarify more my life purpose and how to express more in the world, you can apply for a breakthrough session with me. You'll see on my website, there is a link, the breakthrough session with me. Apply for that, and then I'll be in touch to see if we can do this session together, and I would love that. So in any case, I wish you all the best. Share with me your insight. I love this work. This is my purpose in the world, to do this, to help you find the gift you already have within yourself so that you can express them in the world. This is my life purpose. So I care a lot about you finding that. So I love hearing your insight, your questions. So feel free, please, wherever I post this video, post in the comments, send me an email, go to my website and email me there. I would love to hear what you are finding out. Okay, wishing you all the best.